welcome back to her Book Nook channel. I'm Stephanie, this is Rochelle, and you'll notice we have someone else with us today. This is Esther, she's one of our members, so we decided we're gonna do a Q&A with one of our members at least once a month or so, is the goal. So Esther is our guinea pig, our first one up. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I originally grew up in Washington State. That's my favorite fun fact about me, is I grew up in Washington State on a little farm, and I moved to Kansas City 4 years ago now? Holy cow. 4 years ago, and to go to the church. Right now, I am a nanny of 5 children, and wow, there's a lot of kids. That's what's going on in my life right now.
And did you just finish school, or?
I did just finish school in August, and so.
Tell us about the school.
Yeah, the school.
Regional school.
Lord. I went to Road Revival School of Ministry. It's now a Revival Training Center.
What made you decide to join her Book Nook?
Okay, this is a good story. I was up working at the church, and so I was just on my computer. It was just a normal day. Stephanie bops in after lunch, and she's like, "Hey, did you join our book club?" And I said, who's book club? And she's like, "Oh, me and Rochelle, we put this book club together. I thought we invited you." And I said, nope. So she's like, "Okay." So she got her phone out right there, and she's like, "Okay, now you're in." And I said, "Okay." And so I was really excited to get to read books that weren't super theological and super like hard to read.
Yeah, like more
using
practical.
Big words that I don't know. These ones are like
that aren't in the dictionary.
These books are like, this is how you should be a good woman chasing God. Just make it simple and easy to follow. And I'm like, I got this. I can do this. So then I didn't even really actually read the first book. Confession. I read part of it, and then I wasn't able to go to the meeting that week, or that month. I don't even remember why, but I couldn't, and I was kind of sad. And then you posted a picture, and I was like, oh, I really want to hang out with those people. And so I made it a point to be at every meeting after that. And it was so good. It's been so great. Yeah, so Steph made me join, and I haven't really regretted it.
She kind of just pulled you in.
She did.
She listened
I did that
to the
to
ginger.
people too.
She's a
No
wise
choice.
one.
No choice. This is not my choice.
Steph's
Hey
like,
now.
Steph's
You
like,
stayed
you're not in
because
our
it's your
book club.
choice.
Okay.
I
You are
didn't
now.
stay. It was my choice to stay, but it's not my choice to join. I love you.
So what's your favorite book that we've read so far?
My favorite book. I'm so excited to tell you about my favorite book. It's Present Over Perfect. Had to make sure I had it right set up. I had to borrow Rochelle's copy because I have already let my book out twice because it's so good. This one is like all those little tabs. This was the only book I took notes in last year, or I didn't take notes in the book because that would make me a monster. I took notes on my phone. I took notes on my phone about this book, and I ended up writing that whole blog from my like page and a half of notes because it was so good.
Yeah, and we're going to share that this week, so be on the lookout for that blog post as well.
If you haven't already, we'll have a link in the description for you to click on, check it out, see what Esther thought of Present Over Perfect.
Yes,
which was an amazing book.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What was like the most impactful thing?
So the most impactful thing for me was like somewhere in the middle, and she was talking about praying, and you know, it's okay to pray for your own personal problems. It's okay to pray.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "'Cause God's timeless, so you can't waste His time." And I was like, whoa, stop. Rewind. And I went back like a paragraph, and so I'm reading along. And I was like, yep. Okay, God is timeless. I knew that. Okay, you can't waste God's time. Well, I guess that makes sense logically.
Yeah.
But like, I still have a hard time computing that, and it's been like 6-7 months since we read the book. And I'm like, God is timeless. Yes.
You can't
waste God's time. Okay, so when you are dithering around and you're not praying specific urgent prayers, then you're wasting your own time. God's like, yeah, I got all the time in the world. You just keep spinning in circles till you're ready to talk to me about what's really on your heart. And I was like, okay. So then I had a really good prayer session after that.
Yeah, that's so good. And it's making me think about like one of the biggest reasons why so many of us just don't pray, because we think that something that we want to pray about is like too small to really ask God about or whatever, but in reality, He cares about even the smallest things. And
I'm pretty sure that point was like under the God is timeless point in my notes. The next one is there's nothing too small. Like
Yeah.
Jesus was a human. He walked around the earth for like 33-ish years as a human, and so he knows every single problem you're dealing with. He's dealt with them himself. And so when you like talk to a friend, like you'd say, hey Steph, I'm having a problem with fill in the blank. So you could be like, hey Jesus, I'm having a problem with fill in the blank. And he's like, I know, I've been there. Let me help you through it.
Yeah.
Instead of like, well, I don't want to say anything because then I'll be embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's like he knows even the number of hairs on your head. Like, it's
Yeah.
timeless, so he has the time to count your hairs. Yeah. And we've already been talking about shedding before this video started.
And you have a lot of hair, so. You know.
Shedding. It's time to kill that rabbit.
Okay, rabbit's dead.
Bringing it back. If you guys have read the book Present Over Perfect, we would love to hear your thoughts on the book. If you could comment below this video, share how it impacted you, what your thoughts were. We'd love to hear from you guys. One thing that you wanted to share was a story of how not only this book impacted you, but also her book nook. Can you share that story?
Okay, so whole nanny thing. This fall, the mom and dad were like, hey, we want to take a trip to California. We'll take the baby, because he was like 9-ish months at the time. And would you be okay with having 4 kids for 6 days? And I was like, well, okay. So it is like day 6, and I haven't been sleeping very good. The oldest girl has gymnastics, so we're getting everybody to gymnastics. I was like, I have 1 more hour, then mom and dad will be home, and I'll be able to go sleep in my own bed. Be so wonderful.
Yeah.
And then Mackenzie Love comes around, and I was like, oh, I have a mom friend. And I would not know Mackenzie if it wasn't for this book club. Like, we have no circle in which we would ever come in contact except for the book club. And that was like my lifeline for the whole week. That made my entire week, was being able to just sit with her and talk to her for 45 minutes. She was just a friend. I needed a friend right then, and there she was. And it was
That's
wonderful.
so good.
We've had like a real friendship outside of the book club because of the book club.
That's so good. That makes me so happy. That's like the
Making connections.
Seriously, that was like the main point that I felt when we were starting this whole book club was, you know what, like, let's not just make this a 20-something book club. Let's not just make this a married women's book club. Let's literally just make this a meshing together of different ages, different walks of life, and that's so cool. Like,
We
that's
all
so
need
great.
each other. We don't have time or room to be exclusive in the kingdom.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's so awesome. I love that.
Yeah, so you're 16.
But her book is all about connections, and so we want to get connected with you.
Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube, as
Yeah.
you're joining us right now. We've got the blog. Get on our email list.
Yes.
Get connected with her book nook. Join us in person if you can. Start up your own city. Get in contact with us. We want to meet you. Thanks for joining us.